I worship the devil.
We present to you a Rome Productions.
What's good, everybody? If you're first time viewer of my content and of this video, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you're looking at this video, you probably are wondering, what is Luciferianism? And if you watch some of my previous videos, and if you're familiar with some of my content on YouTube and on Instagram and other platforms, then you might be thinking I'm some satanic worshiper. Have no fear though. This video is for a simple analysis behind the basis of what I particularly study. Now, first and foremost, I study all forms and different aspects of spirituality. So I don't just study Luciferianism, I study Hinduism, I study Buddhism, I study Judaism, Gnosticism, I study Christianity, I study all types of stuff. I get whatever I can get my hands on in terms of knowledge and information. I use and I utilize certain things within those particular beliefs and within those particular systems to my advantage, as a scholar or a student should. However, when dealing with Luciferianism, it was one of those concepts that just really stuck out to me, you know, and it's so relatable when you understand the concept of what Luciferianism is, and we're going to talk about that in this video. But it talks about the left-hand path, and no coincidence, I'm left-handed. But when dealing with Luciferianism, we're dealing with the left-hand path, and this is the path to wisdom and understanding. This is the path to mysticism. And this is where you go down a path in which you learn about who you truly are. The right-hand path is more so when you're dealing with aspects of order and trying to be proper and moral and all this type of stuff. It's when you're dealing with things that tell you to do this and don't do that, and don't ask questions. But you're supposed to act righteous and proper. And it's not all the way bad, right? The right-hand path is no more right or wrong than the left-hand path. These are two different strategies, two different things in which they are all the same thing. As above, so below, as within, so without. It's just a different reflection. It's yin and yang. Okay, and you need both in order to have balance in this world. You cannot have order without chaos. So the left-hand path would be something like Luciferianism, something that is quote-unquote satanic or pagan or witchcraft, all that type of stuff, alchemy. The right-hand path would be more so Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Judaism. When you are studying Luciferianism, or if you are personally looking into being a Luciferian, me being omnious, I'm all. So I can be Muslim, I can be a Jew, I can be Christian. So in this case, I can be a Luciferian. I'll be like Ben 10. But dealing with being a Luciferian, this is when you're dealing with you being the center of attention. You are the central focus of your life. Non-Serviam means that you serve nobody. And according to a particular Jewish mythology, Lucifer was kicked out of heaven because, according to mythology, he wanted to be like God, but that's not the case or the scenario at hand. The thing is that he questioned God. He questioned his authority, and he didn't like the way that God was setting up his system. He felt like that humanity, or that people or beings, should have freedom. They should have choice. They should have the ability to choose this or that. And so when you look in the Garden of Eden, you study that story of Adam and Eve, the spirit of enlightenment, or the snake of enlightenment, Satan or Samael, influenced Eve to eat of the apple of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, so that their eyes may be open, so that they may know good and evil and be like the gods, or the godly counsel. You study Gnosticism, you understand that the God of the Bible was actually suppressing Adam and Eve from understanding who they truly are, and suppressing them from actual knowledge. And that's why they kicked them out of the Garden of Eden, because if they were to eat from the tree of life, they would live forever. This is also why he prevented the particular people from building the Tower of Babel, because they were going to reach heaven. So you see this kind of similar to Zeus, because he was preventing humanity from evolving and adapting, and Prometheus stole fire from the Olympians and gave them to the humans. This represents not only enlightenment, but this also represents an advancement of technology. When you're dealing with the Noah story, the Noah's flood, when the angels taught humanity how to build and how to make weapons and so on and so forth, this angered God. And when they started to breed with the humans and so on and so forth, he flooded the whole earth. Being Luciferian, you're not concerned with the way that this world works. You're not concerned with he say or she say. You're not concerned with serving anybody else or any deity other than yourself, other than the person that you see in the mirror. Being Luciferian, you are supposed to enjoy the life that you have made for yourself, enjoying the life that you live day by day. So being Luciferian has to do with you being a magician. And when you hear somebody being a magician or a witch or a wizard, they immediately get spooked out. But you're a magician every day because you bring things to existence and into manifestation every single day. As you can see over here, we have a list of particular things that a lot of people like to associate or like to live or abide by, many positions that they love to associate themselves with. Being an artist, being a scholar, being a philosopher, being a hermit, being an athlete, being a statesman, being a provider, being the example, being the one that stands out in front of everybody and being a leader, doing what they want to do, being an agent, being a mortician, which is the absence of fear, the ability to further your life by the wielding of death, whatever that means. Becoming a deity, becoming your own person, and this is what I was talking about, becoming your own, worshiping your own self, serving your own self. And this isn't dealing with the ego. This is more so of doing what thou wilt, doing what you were purposed here to do, and understanding the God within. The whore. This is when we're dealing with the Devi energy, and you can look at my videos on that. I won't touch up too much on this, but the whore is nothing bad, all right, when you're dealing with the Devi energy or becoming a whore, man or woman. Devi for the woman, Deva for the man. But dealing with being the whore, or dealing with being the, tapping into your mojo, this is nothing bad, because everybody has that whore or the deviant demon time vibe to them. Everybody has that. And that's how life begins, It's with becoming the whore or becoming that seductive figure. The assassin, the predator, so on and so forth. All of these are personas that we love to identify with in this lifetime. And this is how we enjoy life. And this is how you become a magician. You may not think an athlete is a magician, but he or she is. You may not think an actor or an actress is a magician, but he or she is. You may not think a filmmaker or a teacher or a writer or whatever the case is may be a magician, but they are. And it's a part of this Luciferian concept that you are to enjoy this world and live throughout this world, serving yourself, becoming these particular personas, subscribing to these personas, and with you letting your light so shine and bringing that light to the world, people will resonate with that light, and that's how you are able to resonate and connect with other people. And the last thing I would tell you about being Luciferian is that you are not supposed to save anybody else other than yourself. The only responsibility that you have of saving anybody is you. So please don't get spooked out by the Luciferian doctrine, Satanism, all this other type of stuff. The people who are really into it, that identify as Luciferians and satanic or witches, whatever the case is, these aren't people that worship Satan or Lucifer, whatever the case is. I literally just broke down to you the doctrine of Luciferianism and using one of the books of Luciferianism, beginning Luciferian Magic, and it gives you a very clear and well thought out and a well developed breakdown on what Luciferianism is. The central focus is yourself, and you're not supposed to worship anybody else, no deity, no God, nobody else. The central focus is yourself. You are God manifested in the flesh, and it makes it very known in this book. It's a great book. Highly recommend it. I have it on my Patreon as well. But share your thoughts in the comment section below concerning the whole matters at hand. Until next time, I'm Tyrone. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure that you like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this video with other people. Alright? Until next time again, I'm Tyrone, and I am out.
Me, myself, and I. Ride it dolo, hit me up, might not reply. Feeling focused, got my optics on the light. Feel on the prize, you come for mine. Go suicide, I pay the price. Hey, just me, myself, and I. Ride it dolo, hit me up, might not reply. Feeling focused, got my optics on the light. Feel on the prize, you come for mine. Go suicide, I pay the price. Hey.